Okay.
Okay, go for it.
All right. See ya.
All right.
It's nice to see you back. Come over here, Drew. You met Drew before, but he had to go up north to visit his dad. He's back now.
I like crouching down here.
Yeah. He was in that station yesterday.
Good.
Down.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go. We showed you his little hole in the wall, but then he's out front. I mean, Drew's all over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah.
So give us a call.
Yeah. Give him a call and give him a hard time. No.
Have a good time.
All right.
All right.
We'll see you then. All right, guys.
Sorry.
Let's rock and roll.
Bye.
We try to have fun around here, because there's so many sick people that's hurting. It's not even funny. I'm reading some of your comments on this yoga ranker animal product thing. So I hope I answered that in the video this morning to help you understand the ridiculousness of gallbladder parts and taking things out like this. There's always been those that raised organic meats for health purposes. And you even have some YouTubers here that are still meat eaters. And I don't, whatever your gig is okay with me. And the gig of working with people becomes another level. I am never for the suffering of anything. But when things are raised specific for this is the law of the land. You have to understand spirituality and consciousness really to understand that nothing has ever died. Even if I kill something humanely, that is considered death. And to some Hindus, this is why fruitarian exists, because you don't even destroy plants. Because if you're saying that I use animal products, I also use plant products. The only animal products I use is desiccated glandulars from raised organic animals that are killed humanely. And in the scheme of things, it's all consciousness. Nothing dies. You can't kill anything as much as you think you can. It is understanding what consciousness is and what intelligence is. And I think physics will help you to understand that you can't destroy anything. It's just the way we get our emotions tied into some things. What Yoga Man was talking about is the suffering of animals at man's hand. That, to me, is very karmatic. One holy master told me one time that as the raising of animals and using them for food is a karmatic situation for them too. So this was a high holy man, who wasn't really a meat eater, but did make a comment on that because I questioned that years ago myself. As a healer, though, and man has taken himself into some really deep levels of cell decay today. We're fighting with that. But understand that even from the humane side, no one dies. I mean, I look at it, and if I'm pulled over into the mind, I'm aghast at the slaughter Syria has. I'm surprised no one's taken this guy out. Well, look, I just said that guy should be taken out. He's slaughtering his own people. But you know what? It's just another soul that's lost its way, thinks its power is over others. So sometimes soul needs to go on to another level of activity. It's understanding consciousness just moves. Bodies break up and become other bodies. Nothing dies, nothing's destroyed. That is the grand illusion of this world, guys. So, sorry if I offend anybody in that way. Now, let's go on with some of these because today we have another no show. So, I can try to catch up here with some of your questions. And I appreciate them coming in. I really, really do. And I've talked about acid reflux before. Now, someone has asked me about allergies to certain fruit like apples or watermelon. I would be hard-pressed to say that somebody would have an allergy to an apple. An apple is probably the most balanced food on the planet. If you have acid reflux, an apple is really good for that. Pretty active, though. Watermelon is a red. It's aggressive. Watermelons are more aggressive than you would think out of a melon. So it might be aggressive on your lymph system, sweetheart. But if you feel like your body doesn't want them, you listen to your body. You always listen to your body. It makes a big difference in doing that. You know, healing is so much more than people realize, yet always keep it simple and you'll be fine. And just listen to that intuitiveness. I talked about that this morning. Listen to the intuitive side of yourself and your body. If it doesn't want something, okay, then go over here for a while. You can always come back. I was talking to a lady just now about herbal formulas. Sometimes an herbal formula, matter of fact, boy, maybe if I have time, I'll do a muscle testing video here shortly so you can see muscle testing, and I'll use Kathy out here and we'll do some muscle testing and show you how to do it, because then you can have someone muscle test you on these herbs. Sometimes an herbal formula will be good for you for months or years, and then your body's had enough. And then sometimes the formula isn't quite, you're not ready for that formula and your body doesn't want it yet. And then when you get your body a little cleaner, then it's ready to go. So learning how to muscle test has been good for that. I need to get through this one here. Would using your Heal LT help that? Now I did go over that one. That was good. Let me see here. Yeah, thank you. That's the cyber hug lady. I like that cyber hug. I do. Don't let some things get to you guys, you know. Keep on going down your roads. You're doing so great. You keep on going. This is, I was diagnosed with diverticulitis. I am 32 years old, average weight. I was wondering what you suggest. Well, that's, Kate, honey, the stomach and bowel formula is excellent for that. Look for other signs of connective tissue weakness. Look for fingernails. Look for spider veins, varicose veins. Look for hemorrhoids. If you start to see a connection, depression, if you start to see a connection between this, I would suggest taking something for your parathyroid to strengthen that parathyroid up, and it'll start strengthening connective tissue. At the same time, you're going to clean out those bowel pockets. You're going to clean that colon out in terms of on the wall. So that's where Heal All capsules are good, Lymphatic 1 capsules are good, and of course stomach and bowel, whichever one suits you, is good. If you're moving your bowels, good. Stomach and bowel number 1 is the one I highly recommend. Number 2 has a little Cascara Sagrada in it, if in case you just need a little help. What these formulas are designed to do is clean those pockets out of impactions. Some people do have impactions, like it or not, and you can get some old moldy stool out of the bowel wall. The mucoid plaque you've heard so much about. I've told you before, I have Jensen's colonoscopy, endoscopy here. You want to see mucoid plaque before and after the herbs. Beautiful example of that. He did not consume herbs before. A lot of medical doctors do colonoscopies and they say, oh look, you took herbs and you stained your bowel wall. 90% of the people we detoxify do get black stools for a while. You do see that. So, you know, use these bowel formulas and get on the fruits, whatever ones that doesn't bother you too much. Stay away from the nuts anyway. Stay away from the seeds. Stay away from that side of that. If vegetables bother you too much, if it's real inflamed, then you want to do your vegetable juices and your fruits. Your subacid fruits would be real good, even your sweet fruits, you know, and start using those herbs to clean that wall off, particularly stomach and bowel, say number 1 or 2, and lymphatic number 1 capsules. A little aggressive, those lymphatic 1 capsules, but they'll start pulling on that bowel wall as well. If that's too strong, then you do your Heal All T capsules, which are a little puller, a lot of anti-inflammatories, a lot of healers, a lot of cleaners. And I would work that way, and then go to your kidneys, go to your adrenals, and always move your lymph. Always work on that side, no matter what else you're specifically going after. And you'll be okay. You'll pull your bowels out of that and strengthen the connective tissue in your body, because a lot of times bowel walls herniate, if you will, and then you start using that as a filler. Of course, all the white flour we've always used, brings that up. Here's one sweet thing. Here's got anorexia for about 7 years. You're going to have to work on your spiritual side, sweetheart. There's no question. But on the other side of this, if you live on a diet of at least 70-80% fruits and vegetables, and the rest is just cooked vegetables, you'll never have to worry about being overweight. You can throw that out of your consciousness and replace that with health. I think if you're overweight or you're too thin, either one, they're both problems in a lot of people. Just change that consciousness from trying to lose weight or gain weight to, I want to be healthy. You know, change it to a positive focus. And in that positive focus, there will be the spirituality, there will be the health, there will be the vitality, and your emotions will go on to another level. Definitely work on your adrenal glands, and definitely work on your kidneys, sweetheart, and really, get into that body, get on the raw. You'll never have to worry about weight, but you don't want to malabsorb yourself and you get caught up into those kind of fetishes, because it's unimportant. It's unimportant what people think about you. It's unimportant. You're a divine soul. That's all that matters. You love yourself. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter how thin or how big you are. This is all about love, and that's why I love all you guys on my YouTube. You are just so good. You're full of love. Yes, we're having some ups and downs with things, but, like meat products and stuff like that, it's not what you think. And so you have to lay some of that away and grow spiritually. This is a very inert universe. I can take you to places where the ecstasy will roll through your beingness, and it's just a whole nother level, and you start to see the oneness of all things, and that nothing dies. It's just transformed. But in terms of being thin, you don't want to be malabsorbed. You don't want to be thin, or you don't want to be big. You want to be perfect. And you already are perfect in consciousness, and just let that invade the human self, and start loving yourself. Spend some time with yourself, sweetheart, and find yourself a sense of balance. But also get your diet to about 60-70%, maybe 80% raw, and then 20-30% cooked, and see if you like that there, and stay there until you get stronger, and then you can dig deeper if you want to clean yourself out there. Don't worry about the calories. Don't worry about any of that. This is all an illusion. And you want to gain your center. You want to gain your joy. And to gain your joy is to not care what other people think. Detachment, as Buddha said. I have never heard of tonsils regrowing. Oh, absolutely. Many people regrow their second set. I had a guy, like I said, his third set. And that was amazing to me. He decided not to have him remove his third set. Yeah, wow. I thought the second might be enough, but amazing. And there are a few people that have grown a second set of teeth. Not their baby teeth, a second set of teeth. I find that very intriguing. I always figure if one Homo sapien can do it, why can't we all do it? This is going back to what level could we achieve? Who knows? I don't know. Certainly interesting stuff. If anything, I hope my life serves to help humanity get their focus straight, and then start having fun with deeper research of the levels we could achieve in the human consciousness. Because the elevation of the human consciousness is essential. Just from what Yoga Ranka was saying about the poor mother bear, these sort of barbaric practices are not welcomed by any higher consciousness soul. And you should know that about me too, Yoga Man. This is bad karma. But it's just one of those things. We live in a barbaric planet. Look at Syria, killing its own people. Why? Because he wants to be a dictator. And Libya and all these places like this. The bell of freedom is ringing. By the way, Ron Paul, you kicked butt on Fox News this afternoon. Megan Kelly, I think it was you. You're good. I was wondering about you as a lawyer, but your interview with Ron Paul, I'm going to give you 10 thumbs up. Ron Paul, you came out just right. Your talk today was perfect. You continue with that kind of thinking, and you explain to the American people what's going on instead of taking off, and you're going to have a good chance. You really did good today. I'm proud of you, Ron Paul.